the big name, he did get moved. There was some speculation a couple weeks ago. One of our favorite insiders from the great state of West Virginia was taking a couple swings and saying, hey, Kirk Cousins might be going to Atlanta. He's checking on Scholes. He's checking on houses down there. He's checking on Kyle Pitts' number. It came to fruition after 6 years in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins heads down to Atlanta. He joins Zach Robinson as the play caller. Kind of remains in that same like Mick Shanahan tree, if you want to call it that. And it's been pretty good for him so far. He's had 2 really good seasons under Kevin O'Connell. Didn't finish this last season, but still 3 QB1 seasons in Minnesota. Was on pace for a 4th this year, and always been a reliable back end QB1, early QB2. And how do we feel that this shakes out for him specifically, Eric? Before we get to his pass catchers, what do you think Cousins is like still in that QB 12 range? Because he's like fucking quarterback 18 right now in underdogs, and I'm just eating him up every time I can get him.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more of the same with Kirk Cousins, right? Like he's going to be like a high volume passer of the football and has the weapons around him to be able to be very effective when in terms of accumulating scoring stats, right? You know, getting those passing touchdowns that are hard to come by. So I don't know if we'll see him really flash in any given week, right? Like you mentioned him as a best ball target. I think there's value there. I don't know if he has like the week over week upside to be a QB 1, 2, 3 in scoring in any given week, but he'll absolutely compile a QB 1 season when it's all said and done. So got to take advantage of the value, and you love that he's stepping into a pretty familiar system to him.
And Hoov, specifically these pass catchers, I think will all get a little bit of a bump. We've been waiting for the coming of Kyle Pitts. It hasn't happened so far. If you were burned his rookie year, you might have gone back here in the sophomore year and then his 3rd year, and it just never really happened. And I've also always been a little bit of a sketchy doubter on Drake London until like this last year when we saw him go for like 181. I was like, all right, this guy is fucking great. I just got lucky. Like, I picked up Garrett Wilson over him in a lot of dynasty drafts, and it kind of just came to fruition early. But it looks like Drake London could be a top 36 player this season, Hoov.
I'd go higher because like just looking at it. Okay, let me ask you. Like, let me throw a few examples out there.
Sure.
You tell me them or Drake London. Okay. I love this
team, yeah.
Garrett Wilson.
Not even thinking about that one. Yeah, too high.
Chris Olave.
I think about that one. I'm always down on Olave though. I'm just not a Derek Carr guy. New offense there. Carmichael's gone though, so that'd be tough. What else you got? Give me another one.
Let's go Jordan Addison.
Oh, there's not even the same range.
Yeah.
George Pickens now with Deontay gone.
Oh, I think they'll draft a wide receiver. London. Yeah.
Okay.
I would
so just like underneath, honestly, I think I'd take London over Wilson. Truthfully. Okay. I think he's the top of that tier right now, and I think that he's like wide receiver 15 in that range. That range. Like I really like this for Kirk. I really like this for this offense. Do I think that from a football perspective that they're going to be like a big winning team? No, but I think that they are going to have a lot of growing pains. But fantasy-wise, I'm going to get a lot of targets. And Bijan, I'm going to get a lot of, not Kyle Pitts. I don't know. I really can't do it. But Drake London at the right price, I'm locked in on London.
How do you feel about it, Eric? Are you in it at Drake London? Current price tag, even before this, he was going right around 33 overall on underdog. So still kind of as a late 3rd round pick. Maybe this moves him up into the mid 3rd rounds. Do you think there's wide receiver 1 upside for London?
Yeah, I think that upside's there, right? Like he's got the pedigree. He's flashed plenty of upside in a limited / dysfunctional offense so far in his young career, right? So like I think he definitely has that on the high end of his range. In terms of his price tag, I would really love it if he stays right around here, right around 30 overall. Right. I think that does represent some pretty good value.
Certainly.
I wouldn't feel great about clicking the button at like 15, 18 or so. I can see plenty of worlds where he gets steamed up to that price tag, and that'll probably be the point where I start to fade him a little bit. But anything from that like 25 to 35 range, I would feel very good about adding him to my roster at that price tag.
I mean, when you think about it too, guys, we've just gotten great seasons out of wide receivers from Kirk Cousins. Even before Justin Jefferson becoming the wide receiver one, Stephon Diggs had a couple breakout seasons under him before ultimately going to Buffalo. It was a little shaky at the end there. But Adam Thielen was that dog. You know what I mean? 2018, 2019 Adam Thielen. Like it did not get any better than that. So